Hello my dear students, welcome back. What a joy to see you back. How was the quiz? Was pretty easy, isn't it? I know it is, because why? You are the best and you deserve the best, and that's why Mr. Mac is here, only bringing the best for you, and it's coming from the best. All right my dear students, in this sub lesson we're going to talk about rotation. All right, now when we talk about rotation is also a part of transformation. Okay, so let's say for example Mr. Mac got a clock here, colorful clock right here. All right, okay, let's say we have the needle pointing at 12. I'm going to put a dot point there. All right, let's put a white dot on it, so that way we'll consider that as the point. Now look at that, the point is now on 12. All right, I'm going to rotate that point to 3. See, that is traveled. See that it rotated to 3 right now. And you notice that the distance, there got to be a fixed point. So the fixed point is right here. From that point, from the fixed point to where the white was there, where the point white was there, okay, the length is going to be same, identical. When I moved it to 3, and it's still the same. See that? So that's why it's very important to have a fixed point, and that fixed point called center of rotation. All right. So when I have a center of rotation, when I move this point 90 degrees, see this angle right there? That angle called angle of rotation. So there's two terms I want you to know. Point of center of rotation and angle of rotation. So there's two terms that I want you to know. So the center of rotation and the angle of rotation. All right. So it's very important. Okay. Now let's say Mr. Mac to take this the white sticker out. All right. And then then I got this needle. Now let's say for example I want to move this whole needle. In other words, I want to rotate it 90 degrees. And notice that everything, all the points rotated same. All right, to the same angle at a fixed point. Very important. See that all the points again. So it's very important. All the points rotated through a same angle at a fixed point. All right. Okay. Let's say for example, Mr. Mac got a triangle here. Okay. So first I need to locate a center point. All right. So I'm going to say this is going to be my center of rotation. Okay. So I'm going to position it like this, and then I'm going to draw this triangle. Let's draw this triangle. Okay. I'm just going to draw this triangle. All right. Okay. Then once I'm done that, I'm going to say this is my fixed point. In other words, center of rotation. And I'm going to rotate this triangle 90 degrees. So 90 degrees. Alright, I'm just going to rotate it. Okay, no, right there. Okay, there you go. Put it right there. Okay, now and then let's say make sure, because that's the center. So right there. Okay, the center, it's right there. Okay, it's right there, 90 degrees. So now I'm going to draw the triangle again. Okay, let's do that. Let's draw that triangle, and then I'm going to remove it. Notice that it rotated. I gotta have a fixed point right there. That's the center of rotation. Now let's label. Let's say this is O, and this is A, and this is B, and my image is going to be, this one came to here, A image and B image. All right. Now look at this. This line made that rotation right there, and that is the angle right there. Okay. And then this one right here, O to B, and then that rotated right there. Okay, and that's the angle for OB to OB image. Alright? Okay, now let's measure that angle. Now in order to measure this angle, you will need protector. Okay, this is called protector. Now look at this. This is a protector. What Mr. Mac did is, I cut a cardboard and then I kind of put the measurement. Alright? Pretty much magnified it because it's kind of too small for you to see. So that's why I did this, so now you can see it. Now this protector, we use it to measure the angle. All right, let's measure the angle. Okay, let's measure from this to that and see what the angle is going to be. Okay, so all right, now we know this is going to be the center right there. You position it right in the center. Okay, this is the fixed point, which is the center of the rotation. The same thing, this is the center of the rotation. You got to put it right there and then line it up. Okay, now look at that, 90 degrees. Okay, now if this is 90 degrees, okay, now what about this one? From OB to OB image. Very good. Also has to be 90 degrees. Remember earlier what we talked about? When the rotation, when the whole object rotates, alright, all the points rotate through the same angle. See that? Like a fixed point. Alright, so now let's prove it that OB angle is also going to be 90 degrees to OB image. Alright, so let's position the center right there. Okay, right there and right there. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So that also 90 degrees. In other words, a right angle. This is also 90 degrees. So that, in other words, pretty much if I pick any points, alright, they all make 90 degrees. Okay, I want you to understand that. The center of rotation, which is a fixed point, and then the angle of rotation. Alright? Okay, my dear students, let Mr. Mac erase the board and let's talk more about rotation. And I'll be back within a few seconds. Alright, my dear student, now let's say for example Mr. Mac gave you a point. Alright, let's say this is point A. Alright, and I want to rotate this point. Alright, that means I need what? A fixed point or center. Okay, center of the rotation. Alright, let's say we give the center of rotation right there and put an O to it. I want to rotate A and find the image, and I rotate it through 90 degrees clockwise. Clockwise. Well, let's look at the clock. How does the clockwise goes? Like this. See that? This is called clockwise. Now what about if you go the other way around? It's called counterclockwise. Okay, keep in mind this is counterclockwise and this is clockwise. Exactly. See that? So it's going clockwise. So that means it's moving this direction. How many degrees? 90 degrees. So we want to find where would the image be? A. If it's, I rotate at the center point, okay, here right there, O, and I want to find the image through 90 degrees rotation. Alright, so what do we do? Well, we'll need a straight edge. Okay, let's join A to O. Let's join A to O, and then we'll need the protractor. Alright, so protractor, let's grab the protractor and then look for 90 degrees. So this is the center point right there, okay, or fixed point, and this is the fixed point for the center point for the, and then position it such a way, see that it is in 90 degrees right there. Alright, so because we know this is 0 to 90, so that means it's going to be right here. Okay, alright, so we're going to connect and put a long line, so it's going to be along that line, so we're going to find out where it is. So let's connect that first. Okay, so we're going to connect these 2 points and use that as a guide. That point actually is a guiding point. Alright, so now we want to measure from O to A, so that way we can put O to A image. See that? Because the length is going to be same, the length doesn't changes. Alright, so when a point rotates, the length from A to the center, okay, or the center of the rotation will same. Alright, so either you can use a straight edge and measure it. Okay, so in other words we can measure this. Alright, it comes to be let's see, a little bit over 3, and then so it come right here, and then you just put right there, a little bit over 3 right there. Okay, and that's your A image. Or you can use your compasses. Okay, you take your compasses, take the sharp point and put it on the O right there, another like the fixed point. Alright, and then adjust it such a like there, see that, and then just mark it. Okay, so put it right there, center point, and then you just mark right there. Okay, so right there, and that's your A image. Pretty easy, isn't it? Alright, good. Now keep in mind, in Mr. Mac's situation, I'm using a suction cup, yours with a needle. So you're going to get it precise. That's why it's kind of a little bit off, because mine is kind of like, you know, see that? There could be some error. Yours is the sharp needle, alright? You're putting it right on the center. Okay, right on the fixed point. Okay, good. Okay, so now this time, how about a line? Alright, let's say for example, Mr. Mac got a line, let's say, R and S. So in other words, we're going to have a 2 point, we're going to join those 2 points, alright, and create a line. So let's say R and S, and we want to rotate RS, alright, so we need a fixed point, the center of rotation. Let's say we're going to put the center of rotations right there, and we're going to put an O to it. Okay, and like that center rotation, let's also do 90 degrees. Okay, so we're going to look for 90 degrees. How do we do that? Again, you need a straight edge. Okay, we're going to take that point R and we're going to join it with to O. So let's do that, point R to O, and we're the same thing with S to O as well. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, I'm just going to put a broken line, so that way we know that's just the line that connecting from R to O and S to O. Okay, so S to O, and then what's our rotation angle is? Angle of rotation is 90 degrees. Okay, so that means we need what? Protractor. Okay, because we need to locate the 90 degrees. So let's start with R. All right. So we want to go to 90 degrees. So what you want to do is you want to take the center point, in other words that's the reference point, the fixed point, and then we're going to position to the fixed point of the, for RS, which is O. Okay, so we're going to position that, and then we're going to locate the 90 degrees, and you know that 180 to 90 is 90 degrees. See that this is the 90 degrees, so I know it's going to be right here. Okay, so make sure it's okay, it's kind of moved a little bit, so I want to, okay, there we go, right there. All right, so that's going to create 90 degrees. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a straight line from O to that, because the image R is going to fall somewhere along that line, and we're going to do that next. We're going to locate that. So first let's draw that line. Let's do a construction line. All right, so now we're going to measure it from O to R. So let's use the compasses. Okay, let's grab the compasses and then put the one in the center right there, and then put it to the R. Okay, so it's going to be right there, and that's going to be your R image. Okay, so that's going to be my R image, and right there. And then now we're going to look at S. So we're going to do the same thing. Take the protractor. Okay, so we're going to position it on the center. Okay, the center point, which is also what? The center of the rotation. Okay, the fixed point, which is the center of the rotation. We're going to position that, and I put 180 in order to go to 90 degrees. I go from 180 to 90. See that? So that means it's going to be right here. Okay, so position that. Okay, make sure it didn't move. Okay, 90 right there. All right, that makes 90 degrees. So I just put a point, and now I'm going to join that point to O. Okay, point to O, and then I'm going to stretch that line so that way I can find the length, because you know S is going to fall somewhere along that. Well, let me put a straight line. Okay, a construction line, straight line like that. So the S is going to be somewhere along that line. All right, so we're going to take the compasses and measure it with the length of S. So put it right in this, on this fixed point, and then see how, there you go, right there. Okay, and then right there. Okay, that's going to be my S image. And then what are we going to do next? We're going to join. That's right, we're going to join R image and S image. The 2 points, and here it is. The line is being rotated at 90 degrees. See that? That line's rotated 90 degrees. Pretty easy, isn't it? Straightforward, all right? Okay, good. All right, now what about if I give you a triangle and ask you to rotate it 90 degrees, like a fixed point? All right, let's do that. Okay, let Mr. Mac erase the board, and I'll be back to you in a few seconds. Alright, my dear student, let's say for example Mr. Mac give you a triangle. Okay, let's draw a triangle. Okay, let's draw a triangle. It's just randomly any triangle. Okay, so I'd like you to follow along with Mr. Mac. Okay, so make sure you get a straight edge, a protractor, and compasses. Okay, then take a piece of paper and then draw this triangle right here, and then we just randomly just locate a fixed point. Okay, point, the center of rotation. Okay, let's say we say this is our center of rotation. All right, we're going to put an O to that one, and then we're going to label this as RST, and we want to find the image of this object at a rotation of 90 degrees. Let's just do 90 degrees. All right, okay, so what are we going to do? First we're going to do is we're going to join all the points to all the vertex, okay, all the corners to the O. All right, let's do that. Let's just join them. Okay, that's for R, and that's for S. All right, and this is for T. Okay, my goal of just picking 3 points, okay, 3 vertices, so that way I can rotate this 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, and then find this 3 point, and I can create a triangle. Rather than trying to, you know, pick a point, just pick the vertex. That's the easiest. All right, so now what are we going to do next? Exactly, we're going to take the protractor. All right, we're going to take the protractor and then locate the 90 degrees. All right, so you want to take this point right there. This point has to be on top of the center of the rotation. Okay, so I'm going to position it such a way there. I'm going to start with R. So I'm going to put R pointing at, okay, on top of the 180. Okay, so I'm going to put the line with the protectors. 180 is going to be on top of the OR line. All right, and then I'm going to look for 90 degrees going this way. All right, so let's say we're saying all the time clockwise. All right, and I wasn't using the word counterclockwise, because you know counterclockwise means I'm going this way, but I'm going clockwise. All right, we're going in that direction. Okay, so we're going to go 90 degrees. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So that's going to be right there. Okay, for our image, it's going to be somewhere along that line. So let's take a straight edge, and then we're going to join the O to that point and stretch it. So that way we can create a construction line, and then we're going to find it where, okay, R is going to fall. All right, now we're going to do the S now. Okay, let's do S. Let's take the protector again. All right, so we're going to position it on this fixed point and right there. Okay, the fixed point is right there, and it's pointing S, and the 90 is right there. Okay, and let's just go ahead and do with T also. Okay, let's do T, fixed point, and on top of the TOT line. Okay, and then we're going to look for 90 degrees. 90 is right there. Okay, all right, so now we're going to take the straight edge and draw a straight line connecting O point and that point, and stretch it longer, so that way we can find where S image is going to fall. Okay, I'm going to make it long. Oops, it kind of moved. Let me erase that. Let's see, let me hold it tight. Okay, there we go. Once I position it right, let me hold tight. Okay, then I'm going to just stretch that line. All right, okay, it's going to be somewhere along that line. And then let's do for T image as well. Okay, so it's going to be somewhere along that line as well. Okay, all right, now we're going to take the protector, the compasses. We're going to take the compasses, and then we're going to measure. All right, so let's start with R. So we take the sharp point, so on the fixed point or the center of the rotation, and then position it for R, and the R is going to be right there. Okay, then let's do S. S is right there. Okay, make sure it doesn't move. Okay, S is right there. The S image. Okay, and then T. Okay, T's point is going to be right there, and then it's going to be right there. Okay, so now we're going to pull this point out, that thing out, and then we know this is going to be my what? R image. This is going to be my S image, and this is going to be my T image. Now I'm going to take the straight edge, and I'm just going to join them. Just going to join them, and that will form the triangle that I'm looking for. The image, okay, the image of the RST right there. And it was rotation to the 90 degrees angle right there. Right there. See that? See, I rotated 90 degrees like a fixed point. Okay? So it's very important to understand that. And I rotated to 90 degrees clockwise. Okay? If it's a counterclockwise, you go that way. Clockwise, you go this way. Alright, my dear students, let Mr. Mac erase, and then erase the board, and we'll talk more about rotation, and I'll be back within a few seconds. Alright, my dear students, now this time Mr. Mac gave you object and an image, and I want you to locate the center of rotation and then find the angle of rotation and the direction of the rotation. See that? So earlier what we did, we had the object and then and gave you the center of rotation and the angle of rotation. I asked you to find the image. This time I gave you the object and the image. So I give you a triangle, object ABC, the image is ABC image right there. How do we do that? Well, in order to do that, you'll need few tools. All right, that's right. So, of course, we'll need the straight edge, and we'll need the straight edge. All right, and then I'll need the protector and the compasses. Okay, we need all these three tools. All right, let's start with the straight edge. So, I want you to do first thing is just pick two pairs of points. In other words, A and A image, B and B image, something like that. All right. So let's take the straight edge. All right. Let's join them. Let's pick. Let's say random. You can pick anything. Let's say I'm going to do C and C image, and then A and A image. All right. How about we do that? So C and C image. Alright, so it'd be something easy, 2 pairs. Alright, so when you have an object, just pick 2 of them and then join them. Join those 2, and then I'm going to do, which one is next? A and the A image. Well, let's go with, let's see, B and B image then. Alright, because that one is too long and we don't have the, okay, we just go to B and B image. Doesn't matter, any 2 is fine. Okay, so any random 2 is good enough. Something that's easy for you. Alright, so I'm just going to join those 2, make sure you line them right. Okay, alright, so to get the right perfect answer. Okay, there we go, we joined it. Alright, okay, my next goal is to find a perpendicular line and bisectors B and B image, C and C image. That's mine. So how do we do that? How do we draw a perpendicular line that bisector? That's what we need. What? Exactly, we need the compasses. That's right, let's get the compasses. Alright, okay, there's a sharp point right there. Okay, let's locate the B first. Alright, let's do B. I'm going to put it on the B, the sharp point goes on the B, and then let's say if this is the pretty much, like say, just guess, alright, center, I'm just going to make it a little bit longer. Alright, and then I'm going to create 2 arcs, one on the top and one on the bottom. Alright, okay, so one on the top and one on the bottom. I'm just going to pull it out, make sure the size is still the same, and then put the B image, alright, and do the same thing, such a way that they intersect. There's 2 arc intersect. My goal is to get the intercept of that. Alright, see that this point and that point, this point and that point, I want you to join it, and that's the perpendicular line, and it bisects B and B image. Alright, so let's do that. So let's join that 2 points. Let's use a straight edge and join them. Alright, okay, there we go. Okay, and this makes 90 degrees, and it's bisect. When I say bisect, that means it bisected, that means it's the length from this point right there to B is equal to from this point to B image. Alright, now we're going to do the same thing for C and C image, and same idea. Alright, take the sharp point, put it on the C. Okay, in my situation, so the suction cup, and then let's say if this is the center, I'm just going to pull it a little bit longer. Alright, and I'm going to create 2 arcs, one on the bottom, on the top, another one on the bottom. Alright, so one's on the top and one on the bottom, and do the same thing. Don't change the length, put it right there, and then one on the top. Oh, that one's not long enough, so I'm just going to put it right there, and yep, this one intersect, but that one did, so I'm just going to do it again. Alright, so line it up such a way. There we go. Okay, because I will need these 2 points right there. The arc where the 2 arcs are intersecting, I need those 2 points, and then I'm going to take the straight edge and join those 2 points, because that is the perpendicular line to C image and bisector C and C image. Alright, so I'm going to join those 2, that one with this one. Alright, very important. Okay, so I'm just going to join that 2 right there. Alright, that bisectors. Alright, that's a perpendicular line bisectors. Okay, so now see there's a perpendicular line right there for C image and perpendicular line for B image. Now look at these 2 perpendicular lines, they're intersecting right there, and that's the point I'm looking for, and that's the fixed point, the center of rotation of ABC and the image of ABC right there. Alright, right there, that's the center of rotation, the fixed point. We found it. Now you got to find the angle. How do we find the angle? Alright, to find the angle of rotation, I take from this one, fixed point, I can pick any one of them. Let's do C. Alright, let's join them. Let's join from that point to C. Okay, let's join from that point to C. Alright, make sure you line it up right. Alright, very important. Okay, to get a very good measurement, we got to make sure precision is very important. Okay, alright, so line it up, those straight edge properly. Now I'm just joining it, and then I'm going to put it to C right here, to the C image. Okay, because I want to see what the rotation is. So in other words, this is the rotation right there. That's what I'm looking for right there. Alright, that's the one, and I want to know what the angle is. Okay, it's rotating which direction? To what direction? Exactly, counterclockwise. Exactly, it's going counterclockwise. Keep in mind, remember we looked at the clock, when it goes this direction is what? Counterclockwise. Alright, counterclock. If it goes this direction, clockwise. Alright, alright, good. Okay, so counter. Now we need to know the measure, we need to know the angle. So what do we do? What do we need? Exactly, the protractor. Okay, we take the protractor, and then this is the fixed point, and right there we're going to line it up with that. Very important. Okay, that's the center of the protractor. So you're going to take that, line it up. Very important. Okay, to get a very good measurement, you're going to line it up right there. Okay, so when I've done that, right there. Okay, good. See that? Okay, now let's measure the angle. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. So that means it's 120 degrees rotation, counterclockwise. All right. Now you can take B. Let's say take, for example, doesn't it has to be C. Now even if I take B, will give me the same thing. Okay, let's do that. Let's prove it. All right. So I join B to the O. Let's put this on O. Okay. So let's put O to B. Let's put a broken line this time, so we know we are measuring for the O to B this time. So let's put a broken line. All right, broken line, then O to B image. All right, O to B image, broken line. And this time you want to see the angle of this one right there. All right, let's take the protractor. Okay, we're going to take the protractor. That's the center right there. I'm going to line it up such a way. Very important. Okay. Right there. Okay, there we go. Alright, it's the broken line. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. The broken line right there. That means this what? This is also 120. And of course, A also going to be 120. See that? So the key thing is what? To find the center point and the angle of rotation, you need to pair 2 points. Alright, so in this case, what I did, actually I did B and B image, C and C image, and then I looked for the perpendicular bisector. Okay, looking at the perpendicular line, the bisector that line. Alright, those 2 lines, which I did right there and right there, and then where the 2 perpendicular line intersect, right there, that is my fixed point, the center of rotation. And then I use the protractor to measure the angle. Alright, my dear student, let Mr. Mac erase the board and we learn more about rotation, and I'll be back with you. Alright, my dear students, now let's say for example Mr. Mac gave you a conditioned plane. Alright, on the conditioned plane, now I give you a coordinate and I told you a point, and I told you to find the image on a rotation. Okay, I give you the point of the fixed point or the center of the rotation. Alright, I told you it's like origin and it's rotating through 90 degrees, and ask you to find the image. Okay, let's say if I give you the coordinate is -4, 3. Okay, so we're going to say A is -4, 3, and I want to find the image of A -4, 3 coordinates at the rotation. Fixed point center would be at origin, and I told you it rotates through 90 degrees. How do you do that? Alright, first let's locate the point -4, 3. So -4, that tells you that's X. That means negative going to the left. How many times? 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then positive 3 means go up by 3. 1, 2, 3 right there. And that's your point right there. And that's your A. So what is our next step? We're going to join A to the origin, because we are told the origin is the what? Exactly, that's going to be your fixed point. That's where the rotation, alright, that point of rotation. Alright, so let's take the straight edge and join them. Alright, so we're going to join that. Alright, so we're going to create one straight line. Okay, once I line it up, so I'm just going to join that. And then, and what else has been told? You've been told 90 degrees rotation. Okay, so that means we'll need the, okay, so now we're going to take the protractor. Okay, so we're going to measure the 90 degrees angle. Alright, so very important. Alright, when you take the protractor, this is the reference center point for the protractor, has to be fall right on top of the fixed point. Alright, or the center of the rotation. Okay, very important. Alright, let's line it up. So we line it up this with that one right there. Okay, very important, because when you don't line it up right, it's going to run off. Alright, so then once you do that, then we're going to put the mark like this, 90 degrees right there. Okay, the 90 degrees is right there, and then I'm going to take a straight edge, and then I'm going to join them. Okay, the origin to that point that I marked. Okay, so we're just going to put a straight line. So it's very important, lining them up is very important. Okay, so let's just right there, just put a construction line. All right, we're just going to put it straight. All right, okay, so we really don't know now the length where it's going to touch, so we're going to measure from A to the origin. All right, so let's take a straight edge, or we can use the compasses, a lot easier. Okay, let's do that. Let's take the compasses, and then you take the sharp point and you're going to put it to the origin, or in other words, the fixed point. All right, let's put it right there, and then we're going to measure the A. So A, and then we're going to rotate and see where it touches. Right there, it touches right there. Okay, so that's the A image. So A image is right there. So that's going to be what's the coordinate, and we always start with the X and then Y. So X is 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3, 4. The X is 3, Y is 4. Right there. See that? Pretty easy, isn't it? All right. Okay, good. Now let's say, for example, if in this case I gave you the center of rotation on the origin. What about if I give you other than origin? Let's say in this case, let's say I give you the center of rotation. All right. So in other words, it's going to be 2, -2 right here. So in other words, the rotation is going to be 2, -2, and then I gave you, let's say, all right, okay, let's say I give you a 0.54. All right, let's look at 54. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. Okay, we're going to take this point. All right, I'm going to rotate that point for 90 degrees. All right, 90 degrees at the center of rotation right here at 2, -2. So we want to find the image. Okay, let's say this one is R. We want to find the R image. All right. Okay, again, what's our first step? Exactly, we're going to join R to the fixed point. All right, so let's join the other center of the rotation. So let's join that, and then once we join that, okay, let's do that. Okay. All right, we join that. All right. Then we're going to measure 90 degrees. Let's say it's rotating through 90 degrees angle. Okay. Again, we're going to take the protector. All right. So we're going to line it up. Very important, lining them up. Okay. All right. So I'm going to line that up, and then I'm going to locate the 90 degrees. So the 90 degrees is right there, right here. Okay. So I put a mark there, 90 degrees, all right, and then I'm going to take the straight edge and then put a construction line joining the fixed point to this point that I marked. Okay, I'm just going to put a construction line because we really don't know where it's going to touch. All right, so we're just going to put a line. All right, I'm going to line it up. Oops, let's see here. Right there. Okay, good. All right, let me make sure. Okay, all right. So now, what's our next step? Our next step is we're going to measure the length from this point to the R. Okay, we're going to use the compasses, and then we're going to position it right there, and then we're going to look for that right there. Okay, then we're going to swing it and see where it's touching. All right, so let's do that again. See right there. I'm going to swing it. It's touching right there, and that's the R image right there. And then what's the coordinate? The coordinate is -4, 1. So the R image. So the R was given as what? 5, 4. Okay, 5, 4. And the image is going to be -4, 1. -4, 1 right there. Alright, my dear students, this time I give you the point, the object point, the image point, and the center of the rotation point, and ask you to find the angle. How do you do that? Okay, let's say for example, alright, Mr. Mac to give you, let's say U, and I told you the object coordinate is 2, 1, and then I told you the image coordinate is, let's say, -2, 3. Okay, -2, 3, and the center of the rotation, let's say center of the rotation is -2, -2. and ask you to find the angle of the rotation. Okay, so let's put the points out. Let's put the object point. All right, so 2, 1. So let's see, 1, 2, and then 1 right there, and that's the object point, which is U. And then the image is -2, 3. So -2, 3, 1, 2, 3 right there. Okay, that's -2, 3. And then the rotation, the center of the rotation point is -2, -2. So -2 right there. So the center of the rotation is -2, -2. So x is -2, y is -2. So x is -2, y is -2 right there. See that? So that's the center of the rotation. So what are we going to do? We're going to take a straight edge and join the center of the rotation to the U, the object point. All right, let's do that. Okay, let's join them. And then we're going to join with this one right here. Okay, which is the U image. All right, right there. All right, so now remember, you're going from the object to the image, so you're going counterclockwise. All right, the direction is counterclockwise. So okay, counterclockwise. All right, so all this time was counterclockwise. We're going counterclockwise. All right, if it's clockwise, we're going this way. So let's take the protractor and measure the angle. So once we see that, this is the angle we're looking for. To find that angle, we need a protractor. So we're going to take this one. Remember, be careful, this one right here, you're going to position it such a way, it's right there. And then once you line it up, very important, lining them up, okay? Line them up. And then, look at this, you got, let's see, right there, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and right in the center, okay, 55. So the angle is 55 degrees. So the rotation on 55 degrees. Pretty easy, isn't it? Very straightforward, all right? Okay, so keep in mind. Now let's say, for example, if I had to give you an object, a triangle, right? Let's say if I draw a triangle. So I draw a triangle. Let's see, let me take a straight edge, okay? A small one, so that way I can, let's say there's an origin right there, and that's going to be my center of rotation. Okay, so I'm going to join these 2 points right here, and then I'm going to put it's a right angle triangle. Okay, it's going to be a right angle triangle right there, a right angle triangle. And then I want to ask, and then I gave you, all right, and then I gave you the image is, let's see, right here. The image is right here. Let's see. The image is right here. Now I want you to find the angle of rotation. And you can see that even if I don't tell you the center of rotation, which is right there, okay, which you know, because look at that, it's rotating right on there. Okay, so we want to find the angle. So always, let's say if I give you this one is O, and this is A, and this is B. All right, now look at this right angle right there, it's rotating, and look for the where it stops. So this is the image, A image, B image. See that? So you want to find the angle of this one right there, from O to A to O to B. So you want to find the angle of rotation from O to A, and then you want to go all through to O to A image. So now look at this. This is 90, 90, and 90. So 90 plus 90 plus 90, in other words, 90 times 3, 270. So that's a 270 degrees rotation, counterclockwise. All right. So this triangle right here, okay, it's rotated 270 degrees with the center, with the origin as the center of the rotation. All right, okay, good. All right, my dear student, we learned a lot about rotation, and let's do hands-on practice. That's going to help us a lot, all right, to understand better. Okay, so let's see what Pablo's doing. He's busy putting some hands-on practice. All right, good. Well, let Mr. Mac erase the board, and then we'll call Pablo out, and we'll have fun with the hands-on practice. And I'll see you in a few seconds. My dear students, are you ready for some hands-on practice? I know you are. Alright, my dear students, let's call Pablo, alright? Pablo, come on over, Pablo. Bring the worksheet with you. Alright, my dear students, here's Pablo. Alright, once you hand over the worksheet, be sure to pause the video. Now, also, you will need this graph paper, okay? Because on the rotation, you're going to draw on top of a Cartesian plane, alright? So be sure to get a graph paper so that you can put all the information, alright? Okay, good. So, here he is. And have fun. And then invite Mr. Mac in. Good. Alright, my dear students. Alright, let's do problem. Okay, problem number 1. Find the coordinates of the image of a point R40 under the following. Okay, so you're given the rotation and all that. Alright, so what's you given again? R. Alright, so the coordinate of the point R is 40. The coordinates are 40. Now, we will need a Cartesian plane, a graph paper like this. Okay, so you got y-axis and x-axis. Okay, this is going to be x and this is going to be our y. So let's label them. It's very important to put the scale 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you go to the right on x-axis, positive. When you go to the left on x-axis, negative. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. And then y-axis, you go up, this one is 0, all this are 0 for y, okay? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 1 all along this line, y is 1, y is 2, y is 3, and same thing. All along here is x is 0, x is 1, x is 2, x is 3, alright? So when you go down, it's negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, alright? So let's locate the R. R, 4, 0. 4 represent the x, alright? So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 0 is the y. So all along this x-axis, y is 0, okay? And that's the point. Alright, that's the R. So we're going to rotation through 90 degrees anti-clockwise about 0, 0. So in other words, like the origin. This is our point of rotation, alright, the center of the rotation or the fixed point, okay? So we're going to rotate that to 90 degrees, and we know that this is the 90 degrees right there. That means this point will come up right there. So 90 degrees. So what is the distance from the origin or the fixed point, okay, to the point R? 1, 2, 3, 4 units. That means it's going to be also 4 units that way. Am I right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be right there. And that's your first image under the 90 degrees rotation, okay? For A, 90 degrees rotation anti-clockwise, alright, and then it's about O, 0, 0, okay? So that's right there. So 90 degrees, alright? So you don't need a protractor to find the angle because you know that this is 90 degrees, alright? So when two lines perpendicular, in this case the x-axis and y-axis, okay, they're perpendicular to each other, this corner right here, alright, okay, it's a 90 degrees, okay, keep in mind this is 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees. 90 plus 90 is 180, 180 plus 90 is 270, plus another 90 is 360. See that? One circle is 360. When it's a straight line, 180. If it's a 3/4, it's a 270. Alright? Okay, good. So what's the coordinate for A? For problem A? So it will be x is 0. Alright, that's right. X is 0. So our image, x is 0 and y is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right, y is 4. Alright, okay, let's look at B. Rotation through 180 degrees, anti-clockwise about O00. Okay, still we're going to use the origin as our center point, the point of center of the rotation, okay, the fixed point. So for B, so again this time we're going to use the R, rotating to 180 degrees, okay, 180 degrees, and it's going to be counterclockwise and about O00. Alright, so this time 180 will be what? Right there. See that? This been rotated to 180. Okay, so it goes, first we did 90 degrees and then we're going to do 180 right there. Okay, again you look for the distance from point, fixed point to the R, which is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you're going to be this side, again you count 1, 2, 3, 4 right there, and that's your image, the second image. Alright, so second image, what's the coordinate? Axis 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's a negative. We're going the negative direction, alright, which means we're going left. That means negative 4, and Y is along this line. Y is what coordinate? 0. See that? See 0. Anyway, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. See that? 0. Alright, so Y is 0. Alright, okay, now let's look at C. C, they ask you the rotation through 270 degrees. This time 270 degrees. Again, about 0, O00, okay? Alright, right here, the center, okay? The center, the origin is our fixed point. Now this time we're going 270. Right here, this is 270. That means this point falls right here. How do I know right here? Because we know the distances from the center to the R is 4 units, 1, 2, 3, 4 units right there. So that's our third image, okay? So, and what's the coordinate? Axis 0. Axis 0 on this axis, alright? So axis 0, Y is 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 4. Negative 4 right there. Pretty easy, isn't it? Alright, good. And you got it? Good job, proud of you. Okay, good. Now let's look at problem 2. Now problem 2 says given coordinates A 1 2, B 1 4 and C 3 3 of an object. Okay, so find image under the rotation through 90 degrees anti-clockwise about R2 negative 2. So that means what? You're given the points. Okay, let's plot those points. Okay, A is 1 2. So that means 1 right, 2 up right there. That's my A. And B is 1 4. So 1 right, up by 4. Okay, that's my B. Okay, so that's B. And then C is 3 3. So 3 right, 3 up right there. Okay, that's C. Okay, so let's join all the points right there. Okay, and this triangle, it's rotating through 90 degrees about R2 negative 2, and that's so R is what? The fixed point. That's the center of the rotation. Okay, so R is going to be 2 negative 2. That means right 2 down 2. Okay, right there, that's R, and that is the rotation. Okay, so we're going to rotate it 90 degrees. So how do we do that? Very good. So we're going to draw line from A to R, B to R, C to R, and then we move that A line, okay, the point, to 90 degrees, B to 90 degrees, and C to 90 degrees. Alright, so what we'll need a straight edge. Okay, so let's take a straight edge and then let's join them. Okay, so we're going to join the A to R, line them up, and then join them, and then B to R. Okay, B to R. Okay, we're going to join them, and then C to R. Okay, C to R. Okay, C to R right there. Okay, so now we're going to take the protector. Exactly. Okay, we're going to take the protector. All right, and then we're going to measure for 90 degrees. Let's start with A. So remember, this is a center point right there. Okay, so you put it right there, and then line it up. Okay, and then we're looking for 90 degrees. All right, right here. Okay, 90 degrees is right here. So just let's line it up, and that's okay. I'm just going to put right there. Okay, all right, and then let's do for B the same thing. Center right there, and then line it up. Okay, and then look for 90 degrees. Again right here. Okay, that's the 90 degrees. Alright, and then for C, and then right there, okay, the fixed point or the center of the rotation and the center right there, line it up, and then position this as a 0, and then you're traveling, you're moving this line 90 degrees, okay, that's what I'm doing. So I put it right there, okay. The reason I marked that is so I'm going to take a straight edge, alright, I'm going to take a straight edge, and then I'm just going to line it up. I'm just going to put one long construction line, okay. I'm just going to construct a construction line, alright, like this, so that way I know, oops, it's kind of off a little bit. Let me redo it again. Okay, so very important to line up your straight edge, okay, when you draw them, otherwise you won't get it right, okay. So I'm just gonna draw a straight line right there, okay, just okay, and that's right there, and that's for C, and then that's for B right here, okay. I'm gonna do the same thing for B, alright, okay, let me line it up, right, okay, that's for B. Okay, that's for B, and this is for A, all right. Okay, let me line it up right. Okay, that's for A. Okay, good. All right. So we know this is for A. Image going to fall somewhere there, B image going to fall somewhere there, and C image going to fall somewhere there. Alright? Because we remember, we moved 90 degrees, came to this one, this line. But we don't know where the A is going to fall. Okay? And then the B, we can't measure the 90 degrees. So in other words, A 90 degrees is right there. And B 90 degrees is right there. And C 90 degrees is right there. Okay? See that? Alright? So now we want to find out the points where they're going to fall. So we'll need exactly the compasses, alright, because we're going to measure them. Okay, so we're going to put it right in the center right there. Okay, so the sharp point, the sharp point on yours, you put it on the fixed point or the center of the rotation, and then position it such a way the pencil, in your case is pencil, Mr. Mac's case will be at the chalk, okay, in A. Then I'm just going to rotate it, and then I'm going to see where it's touching on A. It's touching right there. Okay, see that? Because A touching on there, and then let's see B. Now just set to the B and then see what's touching. Alright, okay, so it's touching right there. Okay, that's for B. Okay, so then for C, and then see what's touching C right there. Okay, alright, so good. So I found it's touching. The Mac dropped it. Alright, okay, so let's see. For A image is going to be right here, B image is right there, and C image is right there. So this is A image, B image, and C image. Okay, let's take the straight edge and join them. Okay, so we'll have the triangle right there. Okay, let's join them. So now we found the image right there. So what's the coordinate? Okay, so for problem number 2, we were given, it's what? A12, and B, and B was 14, and C 33. Okay, under the 90 degrees rotation, the image A, it's what? -2, -3, -2, -3. B image, -4, -3, -4, -3, and C image, -3, -1, -3, -1, right there. See that? Pretty easy, isn't it? Okay, very important. Okay, first locate all these coordinates on the Cartesian plane. All right, then draw the triangle. Okay, and then join the point A to the center of the rotation, and then draw that line, and then B to the center of the rotation, draw the line, C to the center. So use those lines as your guideline to find the 90 degrees where that line will rotate to. See that? That's what I found right there. A image line is going to be somewhere here. Okay, we don't know yet where it's going to point. We just drew the line first. Drew the same thing, 90 degrees, gave me this one right there. Then for C, gave me that one. So now once I got the line that 90 degrees rotation will fall on this 3 location, then I use the compasses to measure the length, the distance from the center point to the A point. Okay, and then I measured it on the A line, A image line, which came to right there. See that came right there, okay, which is that. And then for B, B image, C, C image. So once I know these 3 points, I join them right there. That triangle rotated. See that? Pretty easy, isn't it? It's very straightforward. Alright, my dear student, let's do problem number 3, okay? Now, problem number 3 says, describe the rotation for the object below, okay? So you're given, let's draw that, okay? So you're given a square, alright? So the square right here, I'm just going to freehand draw, okay? The square right here, and this is the object. You're given this object. Okay, let me make it darker so you can see, because there's so many lines there, so easier for you to see if I darken that. Alright, okay, there you go, and that's the object, okay, and then the image is given right here. Okay, let me darken that too. Okay, that's the image. Now they both are square. Well, how do I know it's a square? Because 1, 2, 3 units, 1, 2, 3 units. See that? 1, 2, 3 units, 1, 2, 3 units. Okay, so that means that's square. That's all sides are equal length. All right, look at that. Okay, so this been rotated. That means where's the center point, or the center of rotation, or the fixed point? Right here. That is the fixed point right there. Because see that? When I position my finger right there, and I just rotate it, it came right there. Alright, so now we want to find the angle of rotation and also the direction of the rotation. Alright, we know this is a fixed point. Alright, now look at this. This line, when I rotate, comes right there. See that? See that? And this one is right there. What is the angle? What's the angle of a straight line? 180 degrees. Very good. Okay? And the direction of the rotation is anti-clockwise. Okay, this is the clock. If it goes this direction, what do you call that? Anti-clockwise. If it goes this way, clockwise. But this one is rotated this way. See that? Rotate this way. Anti-clockwise. Okay, so we know. How do we know it's 180 degrees? Because this line, when you go 180 degrees, will fall right there. This one, 180 degrees, will fall right there. And this one is right there. See that? So just use this line as your guiding lines. This one is kind of hard for you to tell if you use that as. So use this. At the point of the, exactly at the point of the rotation. Alright, the center of the rotation, right there. And that is your, and look at that, that's perpendicular. It makes perpendicular. Alright? Okay, good. And that means, so for problem number 3, 180 degrees, anti-clockwise. Right there. Okay, good. How did you do? You did good. I'm so proud of you. Mr. Max is always proud of you. Because why? You're the best. You are the best. And you're special. And you deserve the best. And that's why Mr. Mac is here to bring the best for you. Alright, my dear students. It's time for quiz. That's right, time for quiz. Alright? Okay, good. Have fun with the quiz. Yes, Pablo. Thank you, Pablo. Alright, Pablo. Thank you. And here that is. Alright, my dear student. Let's take the challenge. Alright, Pablo. I take the dare. I will do the quiz and come back and see Mr. Mac on the next up lesson. And I'll be here waiting for you. Alright? Alright, my dear students. Have fun. Bye-bye.